What's up, guys? It's the Grenade Free Gaming Podcast number 20 with me, Michael, who, if you listened to this before, was usually I introed myself as War or aka the Boss Man. But yeah, so I'm just going to be going as Michael from now on. And then we got Spencer over here, you know, the wannabe gangster.
Yep, yo, what's up?
We got McKinley over here, who's another editor.
What's up?
And then introducing a new guy we just added to the DFGN.com, and who is Nick. So
hey, how's it going?
Everyone give a round of applause for him. All right.
I'm the golf clap. I'm classy.
All right, so this week we're going to be talking about Twisted Metal being delayed, the 3DS price drop, Spencer's impressions on Phineas and Ferb, and what we've been playing this week. So let's start it off with Twisted Metal being delayed, and I guess, Spencer, you wrote this article, so you want to...
All right. Okay, well, for those of you who don't already know, Twisted Metal was slated for October 4th, 2011 release, but sadly David Jaffe alerted the press that now it's being pushed back to early 2012. No specific date has been given. But the reason, wants to just polish everything, make sure it's working, functioning properly, the normal stuff. Now, normally I'm against, hyping up a release date and, within like 2 months of its release or whatever, saying, okay, yeah, we're delaying it again. But to be honest, in this case, where there's like 8 to 10 games that I'm going to get this holiday season, I mean, there's definitely a good side to it being delayed, so my wallet doesn't get as raped as it was going to get.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's my view on it anyways. Nyax.
Well, I mean, I'm not 8, so I didn't really want to play, a game where you just roll around in a car and shoot me. That's not my idea of a good time. But, I mean, we know that delaying isn't necessarily a bad thing. It gives developers time to polish, put the shine on the finishing product. So.
Yeah, look at Team Bondi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's it. I mean, I won't be buying it because I'm a grown-ass man.
I'm glad.
Dude, got a good quote from Shigeru Miyamoto here. He's like, it goes something like, a bad game, how's it go? It's like, a good game is good. You know what? No, this is not to a good start. I'm going to grab the quote. I'll come back to you.
All right. Okay. Well, anyways.
I'm the hell out of that one. Hold on.
Sorry, but hang on. Nyax, you said friggin' it's a kid's game. Are you stupid, man?
I'm not saying it's a kid's game.
I'm not 8.
Still like,
I don't care.
The green
well,
day.
no, I just wanted to condescend to anyone who's going to buy the game, and
You're
I'll have
an
that
idiot.
at the back of their mind. I'm not saying it's a kid's game. I'm just saying that
You
that's
said
not.
you're not
that's,
8, so you're not.
Yeah, that is. We were talking about that earlier. That's one of the things that like kids like you would draw. Like when I was a kid, I used to draw like
Dude, the premise
sharks
of the
with
game is
missiles
for
on their
serial
back.
killer.
It's like when you go to see Fast 5. You're not seeing it for the great storyline. You're seeing it for the explosions.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's if you buy it, it's got to be at least a bit of a guilty.
Yeah, but
pleasure.
on the same token, I don't buy Call of Duty for the storyline. I buy it for the multiplayer. So what? That's a kid's game as well? No.
No, I'm just saying that if you're driving around in a car and you're shooting missiles at other people in cars, that's it.
It's a fun game, but overall, David Jaffe, the creator of God of War, he's behind it. And the last thing he does is create kids games. Dude, I was at a friend's house this summer, and his dad.
Calling all cars wasn't
I'm
very.
saying it was children. I'm just saying that it was. It is what it is. Vroom, 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 boom. Aha, cool. Yay.
I think I don't know why you're being so negative on the game. I mean, people are hyped for it. It's going to sound.
I've played it. I enjoyed Twisted Metal. I've played my fair share of it. And you're really making something out of nothing. But yeah, it's not the pinnacle of it's a simple concept. It's a concept that maybe doesn't have that much substance. And so for me to pick, if I were to buy it, it would be sort of a guilty pleasure. I would hide that under my anything else, really.
Really? You wouldn't be like, you wouldn't wave a flag saying, I'm playing Twisted Metal?
Well, yeah, no.
I think, look, I think what proves you wrong here is that Sony decided to end, what was it, E3 last year with Twisted Metal gameplay. That proves that they know, and it just proves how much people like Twisted Metal. They wouldn't close with a shit game. Sorry, what?
So many AAA games take themselves way too seriously. I mean, you gotta let it go once in a while, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
you do have a point. There's always like, wars never changes, and it's dangerous, and people get shot. And you do have a point. So that's refreshing to be like, hey, we're gonna friggin' do this, and you can laugh if you want. We're gonna laugh all the way to the bank. And so yeah.
Right, but
especially with the live action that they added. I think that.
Oh, I heard it's actually good this time.
Oh, really?
Every other game that implements live action it just comes off as corny and total cheeseball. But they said that this is actually, like full directorial theatrical type of movies in between games. So obviously not lengthwise, but it's good quality, high quality, good
and
action.
Jeff from Game Trailers TV is in the game, I think, because they did one day he was doing a coverage for it. He did acting and he's screaming or something in a straitjacket in a cage.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Wow, that's actually pretty funny. But okay, Nyax, your opinion on the delay is that you don't care about the game, but okay.
I don't really care. I mean, if they polish it up, that's nice as well.
Yeah, I got the quote right here actually. A late game is only late until it ships. A bad game is bad until the end of time.
Oh, that is a good quote. Considering he doesn't, I never understand a word he's saying when he tries to speak English. Now I actually get.
Well, okay, Nick, what are you thinking about the Twisted Metal Day? Good or bad or?
Definitely good. I mean, David Jaffe, everything's worked on. God of War, he knows that you're not going to delay something unless you have a good reason for doing it. And with the kind of gameplay risks Twisted Metal is taking, that whole mode they showed out at E3 with the whole guiding the missile into the opponent's statue and all that seems like it's going to take a while to code properly. And if they don't get it right off the bat, we don't want day one patches and stuff like that. Let's look at Gran Turismo 5. The online was a total mess with that, and they had to patch it from day one, and it still didn't work. So not only did that hurt the game's final review scores, but people were pissed off. So if that's the sacrifice they have to make, then it's definitely worth it in the long run.
Right. Well, I think something that's kind of ironic is the fact that David Jaffe, he's known for being incredibly outspoken, says, yeah, I'm not like the average game developer. I'm different than these guys. These guys are just talking heads, hyping their game up. I'm more down to earth. But then he comes out with the excuse that every single game publisher uses when they delay a game, which is, we want to spend more time, developing to polish it. I mean, I don't know. I find total irony in the fact that he came out.
Unless he's speaking the truth when he says those words.
I don't know. I guess, but I mean, still, I find it that it is ironic. So, Warmolf, what are your thoughts on the?
What are my thoughts? Well, I'm pretty sure I'm with you because, I was most likely just going to GameFly, but now, if it's coming out next year early, I'm probably going to buy it, and that's going to be a good thing. Even though there are a lot of games coming out early next year too, like Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking.
Dragon's Dogma.
Oh.
Well, I'm not really. That's just I'd have to look it up, but I know I was looking at it earlier. There's quite a few, like Darkness 2. I don't know if anyone's a big.
That's 13 too.
Yeah, Final Fantasy. Okay, but what about? Okay, by the way, I'm not trying to say that. What we're saying basically is that it's good that it's delayed because there's a bunch of games, but I don't think any of us like the idea of a developer delaying their game. I mean, this just happens to be one of those rare occasions where it's actually just ends up being easier on our wallets, right? I mean,
beneficial.
Yeah, because I'm not. Normally, when a game is close to being released, I don't want a developer coming out and saying, "Oh yeah, screw you, we're delaying the game."
Yeah, because
a couple months.
Take it if Uncharted 3 was delayed a month before, you would probably flip out and start tossing books and
crying,
flipping your desk.
Yeah, but I mean I don't like that practice. It just so happens that in this case it's good because
this isn't on the top of your list. So I'm guessing there's probably a Twisted Metal diehard fan who's flipping out why? I don't know. Probably getting mad that he doesn't get to play it sooner.
Well, I think we're all in agreement anyways, so that's good.
We are.
Yeah.
Saying there might be someone out there. I don't know.
Out there.
So we're pretty much done with that one, right?
Yep.
All right. So the Nintendo 3DS got a price drop, and does anyone have what it dropped down to, what it was, and then what it dropped down to?
I believe it is $170 now, as opposed to $250.
Okay, let's get it right here, Nick. $169.99. But yeah, they dropped it. For how much is that now? That's like an $80.
It's like a 30 to 35% price drop. It's crazy.
Something like that. Yeah, 30 or 35. Anyways, but now I think this is an incredibly smart move. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I think it's a smart move by Nintendo. First of all, because everyone was looking at the Vita and saying, okay, it's the same price as the 3DS, and all the 3DS has is 3D. But now Vita has everything and more. But now with this price drop, I mean, I think personally that was an incredibly smart move by Nintendo. What do you guys think?
I mean, it doesn't matter. We saw with the, and this is, I mean, I hope people won't take this as a bold statement and just take it, but we saw with the DS, it was practically printing money for Nintendo. I mean, they didn't need to, I mean, it was mopping up. Like, incredible. It was selling I had a DS, I got a DS, then a DS Lite, and then a DSi. That's like $500, maybe $600. Right.
My mom had a DS, so I don't know.
Yeah, everybody and their retarded cousin in the attic had a DS, and I mean, so when you look at the them dropping the price, I don't think that was in a reaction to the PS Vita or whatever it's called coming out. I really don't, because I don't really think they're direct competitors either. But we'll get back to that. I think it was just a business decision. I think that was in the works. It wasn't related to that. They were like, we're just going to drop the price, because they were cleaning up already with the 3DS. That's just what it does.
No, they're not really. Actually, no. On the contrary.
But still, they've got
on the 3DS. Where PSP was outselling the 3DS.
Really?
Yeah, I know. It's a shock.
Exactly, but then you have to think they also have the corner on the market. No one else is. I mean, PlayStation tried with the PSP and got their asses beat. Like there wasn't a competition, and so dropping it, I mean, it's going to make it more accessible as well. But I also think that the Vita is definitely more. I had the PSP and the DS both. I think that the Vita is going to sort of supplement the PlayStation crowd. Like if you're a PlayStation guy, you might get the Vita, but I think Sony knows that it's never going to be as big as anything Nintendo puts out, at least not in this generation. We might see it further down the line, and maybe if Microsoft ever enters the handheld game. But I mean, Spencer, it was a while ago. You'd said handheld was going the way of the dinosaurs, and I think that's true for hardcore gamers. But I think that's what people are what Sony's trying to do with the Vita.
Yeah, but okay, I'm gonna put on my Dialga Marine hat here and say that the PlayStation Vita, the pre-order, the amount of pre-orders for it have surpassing what the 3DS is selling every week. I mean, the DS is still on top. For some reason, the DS is selling like hotcakes while the 3DS is left in the dust.
How many pre-orders has the Vita had?
Oh, geez, I don't even know the numbers now, but it's high up there. It really is high up there. And I do think that eventually handheld gaming is kind of dying out in terms of console gaming. How the PSP is trying to pride itself on having console-like experiences on a handheld. I mean, I think that's kind of dying out. I think iPhone and that stuff is kind of the future eventually, but I don't think that Nintendo really is just going to dominate. I think the Vita is going to put up be a worthy adversary, at least for the first couple of years, just like the PSP. When the PSP first came out, it did do very well for
it did all 2 years. I mean, it wasn't a landslide.
Currently, it's 65 million. It's higher than the Xbox 360 total sales. I mean, it wasn't a flop. They made tons of money off of it. But I think...
How often do you see a PSP out compared to a DS? I mean, that's... Yeah. I mean, you can just look at how many people have them. And and the Vita, again, they're not marketing towards... And, of course, Nintendo has the advantage where they've become the trusted brand of
Casual
of
gamers?
like we always buy a certain dish detergent because my mom had, when my parents first got married, that's what they would use because that's what their parents used. Like it's and the DS is sort of moving into that sort of Nintendo's like, we're the trusted brand if you want to use a handheld.
The difference now, I think it's completely backwards. In that case, with a dish detergent, right, the parents were using it, but I think kids are growing up out of the DS and they want a more upscale experience.
But by the time kids are old
all.
enough to, I sold my DS because I didn't play it. I didn't game on the go. I've got other stuff to do. I've got school. You know, I don't really have time to sit there and play on the thing. And if I do, I'm going to listen to music on an iPod or something. And I think that's just a shift in focus as we get older. We need less of that constant stimulation, giggity. And and yeah, so I mean, but yeah, the Vita, it will have appeal to a more hardcore crowd who want to play Uncharted or whatever, but I still think there's no way it's going to get those little kids, and you were talking to warm up your mom, that it just doesn't have that.
Right, no.
Yeah, but sometimes when they do that, they just buy it for like one game. I don't know, like the brain ones.
Brain Age.
Yeah, they still bought it though.
Yeah, I know, but it's I don't know.
The difference between I mean, they're more casual gamers. You could say they're hardcore gamers, sure. But the thing about the casual gamers, they're going to look at the 3DS and say, okay, do I really need that? Maybe not. I'm fine with my DS. Whereas opposed to like the hardcore gamer guys, they're like, oh, I got the PSP, yeah, but PSP Vita has this and this, so okay, I've got to get that now. Day one purchase for me. So I think that's what
that's stupidity.
Well, people like to do it. People get the new. They don't want to wait for a discount. They want to get the stuff ASAP. You call it what you. Why are you getting Gears of War 3 day one? It's because you don't want to wait for it to drop to whatever $40. You want instant satisfaction. Whereas opposed to the casual gamer can make a game last because they don't. They're not invested in a video games as much as the hardcore guy. But like overall, I think the Vita is going to sell well. I think the 3DS is going to sell better from this price cut. Not necessarily as good as the Vita, but I still believe that the normal DS is going to be outselling the Vita on a weekly basis. That's just my thought. Nick, you've been pretty quiet. What are your thoughts on the 3DS?
Yeah, so I have to disagree with you in that respect. I mean, the 3DS's launch lineup was a big factor, I believe, in its slow sales. I mean, what did we have? Street Fighter 3D? Was that it? Yeah, that was really it. And then a few months later, we had Zelda Ocarina of Time, which was obviously fantastic, but this generation of gamers, because again, it's mainly the younger demographic is what portable systems target, at least at launch. I mean, it's parents buying it for them. So, and a lot of these kids don't really know about the Zelda franchise. That was Nintendo's killer app for it, and seeing as how that was a bomb, which it totally shouldn't have been. I played it. It's a massive improvement over the original. So, the hardcore crowd would have bought into that if it only had, it bolstered itself with some more releases. I mean, Dead or Alive, that was maybe the other reason to get it because it worked. The Street Fighter controls were crap, I know that. But they just needed more strong first-party support. That's what they needed.
Right, well, they're bringing out, they have a new Mario Kart and they have like Star Fox. They think when that stuff comes out, it's going to be better.
Kid
It's every Nintendo fan's wet dream, okay? We got Kid Mario Kart, Mario 3D. It's ridiculous. Star Fox.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So you think the sales are going to skyrocket not only because of the price cut, but because of the game? My
guess, yeah. No, like the hardcore crowd is going to pick up on what's going on here, and it's just going to shoot up during the holiday season.
Okay, I can see that. That's a possibility. All right, Warmoff. What are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts?
Yeah.
I think possibly if they start bringing out more first party, like the Mario games and the Kid Icarus game, what is this, the first Kid Icarus game in how long? I think
12 years.
Yeah, so that will probably bring a lot of Nintendo hardcore Nintendo fans out. I'm not really. What else? They already got the Legend of Zelda game out on it, right? So
no, I don't know. I'm telling you, look,
they've got talks to remake Majora's Mask as well.
That'd be cool, but okay, one kind of, I guess it could be a counterpoint to what you guys said about the game sales. I mean, I think if you have such a loyal following as the DS, right, you would expect better, no matter what the lineup. I mean, remember PS3, when that launched, would have had Heavenly Sword, MotorStorm 1, and Uncharted wasn't even out yet. And they had so many crappy games, but that still sold very
That's true
well.
of everybody.
Well, yeah, that's sold. PS3 out the gates sold very well. I mean, obviously not as well as it could if it had better releases, but it still sold a lot better than what the 3DS is currently selling. I mean, you're talking about the games coming out. I mean, that definitely makes sense of why the sales are hindered, but I don't think that's just the games. I think
the part of it, I think, was the big hype between touchscreen technology. That was like, it's something that they hadn't done. Remember, the iPhone didn't exist back then, so that was big, yeah. And with 3D, I think a lot of people were really skeptical of it. And on top of like the idea that it causes headaches, which was a big deterrent for parents, obviously.
Yeah.
People just thought, I'm not going to spend $250 on a system with a subpar lineup that might give me headaches and has okay 3D.
Right. Okay, so Warmoth, back to you. Or Michael, I apologize.
There you go. Thank you. I didn't even catch that the first time. I don't know. If the Vita, I'm probably going to get one of those, most likely, day one, because...
Day one?
Well, they're only going to have, like, Golden Abyss, right? Uncharted.
Yeah, what's the guy with 2K? They said Bioshock there's going to be a Bioshock on the...
Oh, that's right.
And, Street Fighter Cross Tekken with Cole McGrath as the playable character.
Oh, that's great. He's huge, by the way. He doesn't look anything like his character in Infamous.
Right. But, okay, maybe we should go around horn and say, do you think the price cut was a good idea by Nintendo? So, I mean, I'm going to say yes. I think it's a very good idea by Nintendo.
Yeah, they're not going to lose any money by doing it. They'll just make up for it with volume of sales.
Yeah, this is only going to build up a fan base. Not to mention, it's a big integrity move on Nintendo's part, because all the higher-ups, Satoru Iwata, Shigeru Miyamoto, they all have to take 30% pay cuts. They're only making 70% of what they used to make to get this to work.
Right. Well, okay, actually, sorry. Before I go move on to you, Michael, but one thing, do you guys find it kind of a piss-off that, people just bought this thing in March for $250, and now it's already getting a price cut before the...
Oh, no. See, they're alleviating that by giving them free Game Boy and NES downloads from the virtual store.
Oh, really? Okay, that's pretty good. That's good compensation. All right, Michael?
Yeah, I think it was definitely a good idea, because now I might just go pick one up myself, just to basically try out the 3D and all the Nintendo games that will be coming out from the first party. Never played any of the original Kid Icarus, and I guess everyone's really hyped up about that, so... And it has multiplayer, so I guess I'll try that out.
Okay.
Oh, so...
Yo!
Hey, Knight.
For fuck's sake.
So, we just got our new guy into the podcast right now.
Hello.
The podcast that you just interrupted.
You're lying.
Not lying.
No, we're not lying at all. I was about to go into another topic.
So, get the fuck out.
No, don't leave. Stay here. That's good. So, everyone just give a round of applause because Knight just joined.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's a round of applause for our lack of professionalism.
Yes, better late than never.
And, Knight, say hello to Nick, who's, a new guy.
Hello, Nick.
Howdy.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first thing you'll notice about Nick is his resonating voice.
And, next topic? Oh, I guess now we got another guy who's played the game too. Phineas and Ferb, the second dimension? Across the second dimension?
Yes.
The game?
Oh my god.
The game, yes.
I don't even know, but, so, Knight and Spencer, you guys had the most, or, Nick, did you play this game too? I have no idea if you did or not.
I played it for 5 minutes at his house. It's beyond me how you went to pursue the platinum for that.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Yeah, McKinley's done blowing at you guys, so.
Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to start.
Just a quick overview on the game. So,
Plus, you'd never be talking about Phineas and Ferb on the podcast. I'm sure.
But yeah. So the gameplay must be amazing, right? Like,
Well, actually, it's a pretty. I find it's a pretty successful clash between, you could say, Ratchet and Clank and Lego and the Lego games. First of all, Ratchet and Clank is made by the guys who made Size Matters and Secret Agent Clank and whatnot, and they're very similar in terms of gameplay, and also in terms of stuff like the Lego games where
You're actually going to go forward and carry on with this. It's amazing.
drop in and drop out co-op. And so the collectibles it's a fun game. I got the platinum. You guys are going to bash it, but to be honest, none of you bastards have played it, except for Night Edric, and Night Edric said it wasn't that bad.
Dude, it was actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
In all honesty, so.
But anyways,
except it was kind of short.
Yeah, he was also playing with his
It's a 5-hour game, but honestly, do you want a Phineas and Ferb game to last 8 hours?
Right. So it's most likely you want to go rent that game, because I don't think.
Rent the game if you're a fan. I mean, I'm a fan. I bought it, but it's $40 instead of $60. Comes with 4 episodes, Blu-ray quality, which is good. And also the fact is that it's not your typical movie tie-in game at all. It's actually I didn't run into any glitches when I played. Actually, there was one, but I fixed that. So it's not a bad game. Completely underrated, especially by you, McKinley. But let's be honest here, you hate anything that doesn't involve tits. So at the end,
that's not fair. That's not a fair statement because
everybody hates anything that doesn't.
Come on.
So, anyways, fun game. Go rent it. Yeah, if you're a fan, fine, go rent it. If you're a big fan, go buy it. It's you could do a lot worse. But also about the issue you said with it was time. It's about a 5-hour game, but it does not overstay its welcome. That's how I like to view it. I mean, if a game's too short, like Mirror's Edge. That was bad just because not only was it short, it lacked on content, but this covers a pretty good story in 5 hours. And you look at something maybe like Portal 1, where it was a 2-hour campaign. Everyone thought it was great because, again, it didn't overstay its welcome. Now, I'm not comparing this to Portal, but I'm just saying that in this case, a shorter campaign actually benefits it, especially at a cheaper price. And my review will be coming soon, very soon.
All right.
You forget one thing though.
What?
It's pretty damn unconventional for a game. I mean, when you have to enter a fucking password on the controller, to get one of the trophies, that's pretty damn stupid. I mean, they don't even tell you. There's no way to gain that costume legitimately through the game. You got to know that password, and they didn't bother to put it on the internet till like the last minute. I mean, I searched the entire internet for an answer as to why we were missing this stupid costume, and
me too.
You have to put in this stupid password. So
if you're going for all the costumes in the game for one trophy, then you may be disappointed unless you find the code. But other than that, it's fun. It is an above average game, but it's not Uncharted or anything like that.
Wasn't it circle, X, circle, triangle, square, triangle?
Yeah, see, this is how you know it's a memorable game. Night Edric remembers the cheat code.
Well, it's not like it's rocket science here,
Done, Spencer?
Show's great. Watch the movie. Yeah, I'm done.
Does anyone have anything to say?
Other than let's move on? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've indulged him long enough.
Alright, so the next topic is what we've been playing this week, and I'll start off with me. So, I've been playing the Resistance 3 beta, or attempting to, because actually right now, I guess like 28 minutes ago when I attempted, I could not even search for a match. There was no search option. It wouldn't allow me. It said undefined.
It's a bad sign when you're spending more time in the menu of the game than the actual game.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But those 3 minutes that I got to play the game, it was fantastic. No, not really. I played probably like 5 matches. I think I'm like ranked 5 right now. But I've been playing that, and I actually have some recorded gameplay, which I'll probably go on to Sony Vegas a little bit later tonight, start editing something up, some gameplay of that. But it's pretty fun. There are some lag issues, like it'll start lagging or the server will just drop.
Some lag issues. Damn.
Alright. I didn't have that much of a problem through some of the some of the things, and it's.
Do you want to know what I saw?
What?
When I was, because this is also what I've been playing besides Phineas and Ferb, is the beta. What I saw, literally every opponent, and it's not my connection. I have a pretty decent connection on the PS3. The guys were just standing still, and their health it kept saying their health was rising. The health bar above them kept rising, and I kept getting disconnected. And on top of that, to make everything fantastic, I'd be getting shot by invisible enemies and whatnot. I mean, this isn't really a beta. As much as I want to call it a beta, it's not a beta, because the game comes out in, a month? I mean, that's not really a legitimate amount of time to completely fix all these problems, especially when all the PS Plus members are going to jump on the 23rd. I mean, I enjoy Resistance multiplayer, but to be honest, this is kind of bad, in all honesty.
Kind of bad.
So, any of you guys have fun? You thought it was fun?
I thought it was fun when I was playing. I mean, but I think it could get. I don't know. I don't think the gameplay is really that fresh. It seems like that might get stale after a couple weeks, similar to what I had with SOCOM 4. I don't know. That's my opinion. So, did anyone else play that this week?
No.
Nope. All right.
Sure.
So let's move on to someone else. So.
I could put in. Okay. Well, fuck it. Go right ahead.
I didn't really hear what you're saying, but anyways, we'll move on. So I guess we could go with McKinley. What have you been playing this week?
Actually, I went retro. Downloaded. It's free on Rockstar's website, I think. GTA 2. I had not played that since I was like 6. It was out maybe 8. It was on the Dreamcast, and I remember because we weren't allowed to play it, and so we would play my best friend's brother's Dreamcast when nobody was around. And so, I mean, nostalgia, I guess, but it's still awesome. So, like a top-down. Yeah, I haven't been paying attention. It's a top-down thing, and let me tell you, getting a bunch of cops to run after you and then spinning around real fast with a flamethrower brings back great memories.
Okay.
Wow, that's awesome. So you'd definitely say go to Rockstar's website right now.
Yeah, download it. It's free.
All right,
yeah.
Sweet. So Spencer, what have you been playing this week?
Okay, well, besides attempting, like you, to play Resistance 3 beta and playing the Phineas and Ferb game, I've gone back to Uncharted 2. That because I'm still saddened by the fact that the Uncharted 3 beta is gone. But Uncharted 2, now I'm very, after playing the Uncharted 3 beta, I'm really starting to see the faults in U2 multiplayer. I'm literally these no-lifers walking around dodging bullets like they're Max Payne. It gets a little ridiculous. But once if you actually get into a game where pretty decent players but no one's being retarded, it's still fun. I find enjoyment, and it's working better than the Resistance 3 beta, I'll tell you that. But if you're going through Uncharted 3 beta, what's it called? Whatever, Withdrawal. There we go. Go hop back on Uncharted 2. It's still fun, and that is what I have been doing.
Unless you have a new game to play, then
no new games for the summer, of course. They're all going to come out as soon as it hits September.
Well, if you have an Xbox, you can go play From Dust or Bastion.
Bastion. There's some weirdo talking about that last week.
No one laughed at that joke.
Thanks.
So, Knight, what have you been playing this week?
It's been kind of a combination. Of course, we all know me and Spencer pretty much played Phineas and Ferb for a day. But all right, Spencer and I then, yeah. Other than that, I played Catherine, which I thought was goddamn misleading. They should come out, just on the fucking advertisement. This is a shitty puzzle game wrapped in sexuality and
so mad about this.
I know, what's wrong with you, dude?
Like the hooker turned out to have a penis. That's the level of frustration you're bringing to this video game.
It's kind of like that, man. I feel that I was misled by the advertising.
Dude,
I was expecting like an anime game, a deep anime game, and all it was like a fucking puzzle game that was loosely wrapped around an anime.
Now that you didn't get
Dude, no, I'm serious. Like, I was expecting a good story, and it's just kind of sucks, you know.
If you want Japanese sex games, you should just talk to Dialga. There's your boy right there.
Well, other than that, I've been playing through the UK version of Trinity Souls, so I'm going for the second platinum in that, and Galaga Legions DX, which is fantastic. If you guys don't own it, spend the $9, buy it, you'll love it.
Amazing. And that's on the PlayStation Store, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's on the PlayStation Store, yeah. It might even be on the Xbox thing, Xbox Arcade.
I might I'll probably check later. But, so, those were your games. Nick, what have you been playing this week?
Oh, okay, a little bit of L.A. Noire. I'm about 3/4 of the way through. I got a lot of hang-ups about the interrogation system. Not so keen on that. About the facial capture. Didn't really help a lot with the picking doubt or truth. Not really working out for me so well. But other than that, I was playing, actually, Back to the Future movie marathon, followed by Back to the Future the game by Telltale, which they really knocked it out of the park with that one. I mean, Telltale really pulls off their storytelling adventure games really well. So playing that with my brother, because we're doing the whole Back to the Future thing together, we both love that franchise. Super fun, but McKinley thinks he's kicking it old school with GTA 2. Try Mega Man 2, alright?
You win.
Mega Man 2 on my Romulator on my PC. I've just been playing platforming bliss, alright? Oh my god, I can't. It just saddens me to think that all these Mega Man games are getting cancelled. Universe, Legends 3. It's just, they shouldn't be retiring the franchise so soon, because it's got a lot more potential than that. But, yeah, other than that, just mainly kicking it old school on my ROMs, because I am a cheap bastard.
Right on.
Man. We're 36 minutes into this. Wow. Alright. I guess. Wow, too bad for you, Spencer. I guess Knight's back, so no more outro for you. I don't know.
I am not sad.
Unless there's anything anyone wants to pull out real quick. Oh, I guess since Knight's here, we could talk about...
Ooh, Mass Effect 3 multiplayer.
Are you serious?
That's happening?
I didn't even see that.
Well, it's not totally confirmed, but cover Xbox Live Monthly Magazine or something, I don't know. Cover story is Mass Effect 3 new levels - plus multiplayer.
Oh. Huh.
I'm gonna be the first to go on and slit my fucking wrist right now.
Oh, don't be serious. My name's Knight Edric. I'm counterculture in indie. I don't like things that other people like. Shut the fuck up.
Games like Mass Effect co-op missions, like, they should take the Uncharted 2 approach. And
Dude, that would be amazing. Me and Garrus versus the galaxy? That'd be awesome.
So, but Knight Edric, your complaint is, of course, that damn platinum, man. It's too hard to get. The whole game sucks now, right?
What was too hard to get?
The fucking Mass Effect 2 platinum, dude. That was your whole complaint. That was too difficult on hard difficulty.
It's easy to get it.
No, I don't have the damn... You know why I don't have the platinum?
Then you can shut the fuck up, because I do.
It doesn't make any sense. Dude, you're complaining that the game is too difficult. That's why you dislike the whole Mass Effect franchise. But the problem is...
We've already argued about this before, I'm pretty sure, like 30 times.
Yeah.
No, you know what? This is worth revisiting.
No, not really.
I don't like the game, but
it's just it's mindless bickering between you guys. I don't know. We could talk about McKinley's thing here with Elder Scrolls V Skyrim details.
Oh, Skyrim. Yeah, I have officially caught the Skyrim fever. It could just be the clap, but I'm being optimistic. But yeah, it looks incredible. To me, that was pretty much, I just wanted to have a gush fest, it's less gay than it sounds, about the game.
Be completely honest. Other than vastly improved graphics, what is it introducing that Oblivion didn't have?
I didn't play. I got 5 minutes into Oblivion, but I was 13 and didn't have a freaking attention span, so I didn't play it. So it's going to be this is my first experience with any Bethesda game.
Well, good luck, because this one's got over 300 hours of gameplay.
Exactly. I'm going to pop my Bethesda cherry hard. It's going to take 300 hours.
Well, did you play New Vegas or Fallout 3?
Nope.
No. Wow.
Count yourself lucky.
Okay, so this is going to be completely alien to you.
Yep. Yeah.
The most notable difference is you can have a weapon in each hand, or you can have a weapon in one hand and use magic in the other. So
Halo did that.
But I just
Bioshock did that.
dragon.
8 years of the party.
Giant.
Saying, So they asked what was new about Skyrim versus Oblivion, and that's basically it. You know, in Oblivion, you had a shield in one hand, and sword in the other, pretty much. Now you can actually move around while casting and all kind of neat stuff.
What? Can't you marry people now?
To visit some. I don't really know yet.
I thought I could have a couple. I don't know how long ago, but I could swear I saw that on N4G. Something going. It was like titled something taking ideas from like Fable or something, and you can marry people. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not.
That. I don't want to be a tiger guy if I can like bang people. Otherwise, I'm going to be a tiger guy. Like I don't know how that would work.
So, wow. Or Michael.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Next topic. There's no next topic. I think we pretty much got it. We got it good.
What did you say a while ago? Now that Edric's in here, we'll talk about, and then Spencer cut you off.
Well, actually,
what was that about?
That was going to be
Skyrim while you weren't here.
Oh.
So that when you found out that we did Skyrim, but then you had to show up halfway through the damn thing.
So to Skyrim hits, I'm going to watch you guys. Like, that is if I can finish Dark Souls up before the shit hits.
Anyways, guys, night, you know what to do. I'm pretty sure we can cut it off here. It's pretty good. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody for coming in late, but you know me, I'm an asshole. I live late, so check out the new articles. As always, sign up, comment on things. Please comment on things, even Spencer stuff. Play Phineas and Ferb. Give it a chance. Don't just sit there and go, "Oh, this game's gonna suck." It's actually pretty fun. If you like Ratchet and Clank, you'll like Phineas and Ferb. Captain America, also a new game. Pretty good.
Just great outro, man.
Just keep it up. Just say it's over. That's all you gotta say right now.
It's over. We'll see you next week. Have fun.